Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Pirate Galaxy. In the last episode, we went ahead and took care of the Antares star system. It's been quite a while since that happened. I apologize. I finally got some break time now though, so I'm going to use it well. First mission we're going to do here in the Gemini system is Distress Call. I can click the button, that is. Alright, now I mentioned in the last episode that you would want an engineer for this system. I really wasn't kidding. They're very, very helpful to have. In fact, this entire system is like almost designed to teach people how to use the engineer. Now you'll notice that these ships are flying in a formation, which is something we haven't actually seen before. This is called a death squad. And death squads are very aptly named because they carry a very unique and dangerous bag of tricks up their sleeve. The commander out front will stun you as soon as it gets a chance. It also has an afterburner and its regular blasters. It's flanked by 2 Rocketeers and 2 Marauders. The Rocketeers are designed to do a lot of damage, and the Marauders are designed to last a long time and do their normal damage over time type deal. And in the middle they're guarding a Resurrector. Now the Resurrector is a new mantis that we haven't seen, and its sole purpose is to revive the mantis around it. It actually has the same item that is in slot 8 on this ship, which is a I forget the name of it right now actually, but it will resurrect the mantis around it after they die an infinite number of times. It can be very frustrating. So you want to go after the Resurrector first. It does have a shield, so killing it quickly is very helpful. But that's about all there is to Death Squads. It definitely helps to have a little bit of AoE going in there, so having a Storm is really nice for taking out Death Squads. You can take out that Resurrector quickly and do a decent amount of damage to the Rocketeers and Marauders at the same time. As far as order, you definitely want to take out the Resurrector first because nothing will stay dead if you kill other things. And you want to kill the Commander next. After that, it's really up to you. I normally take out the Rocketeers first before the Marauders because they do an awful lot of damage, but it's really up to you, whatever works best for you. And that's about all there is to this mission. And the next mission is more signals. It is almost exactly the same. Fly back down to the surface. The only difference between this mission and the previous mission is now we are going to be guarding 2 ships. It's the exact same stretch of map. You can expect the exact same enemies. The only difference is right at the beginning here. That is in regards to finding the 2 ships. There's one. The first ship you're going to encounter is going to be a guy with this monocle. And after that, you're going to want to look for the 2 Marauders, which are going to be attacking the other little ship. I normally leave the Marauders alone and put a protector on them. And now we have to get to the settlement in a little under 4 minutes. Not really that difficult though. For this one, I do suggest keeping your targets panel open with aliens unchecked. Or perhaps, okay, so damage ship doesn't show up unless you have aliens checked. But the reason for this is because the damaged ships tend to sit on top of each other. I'm going to take this stun from the commander, just because I'm a lot stronger than these ships are. These ships will fall apart fairly quickly under the fire of a DS, so you want to keep them very safe. Got a touch below armor grade 95 in this system, probably closer to 85. So they're pretty fragile. But we get around the corner and we are about done. Now, in case you are wondering, these domes actually do work. Regular non-mission Mantis will not penetrate the shield. They probably could if they tried, but they are obviously afraid to. So if you're in a tight spot with, say, those Marauders, or there's quite a bit of more nasties up at the other two domes, and you want to fly in here, this is a good, safe place for you to go. And that's mission complete. Gonna try and get one more out of the way this mission since those two were so short. Next mission is Assistance Request. This one is quite a bit more time consuming than the other one. But on the bright side, you don't actually have to escort anyone. Since we're not going to be doing anything between here and the shelter, I am going to cut ahead to it right now. Alright, now that we're here, the denizens of Prosperous have a request for us. They need a food inducement device. They're quite hungry. Now we're going to have to fly to 3 separate markers, so I think if this episode gets a little bit too drawn out and long, that I'm going to just cut ahead to when I actually reach the markers, because there's not much to talk about in between. It's mainly just going to be me flying around and encountering death squads. Nothing really too threatening here, so I'm probably just going to skip ahead to this first marker. Alright, now as we approach the center of the map here, you're going to want to be very, very careful in this area about death squads. There are at least 4 of them. There could be up to 6. I've never actually counted, but we just saw 2 of them right there. They each have different paths, and they're very hard to predict. It says to search the marked area. There's not going to be anything here. And we actually don't need to fly around. The mission will complete if we don't do anything and we just sit in one place. But doing that is a death sentence in this particular area. We just saw, I think we've seen at least 3 death squads now. So you want to keep on the move, keep out of the way of the death squads, watch your radar. And as soon as it updates, get the hell out of Dodge. I'm keeping the Protector on. This is another nice mission to have an NG on, because if you do get caught by death squads, the Protector will bar the commander's stun charge. So it's a very, very useful tool to have and just get away. Just keep in mind that while you have it up, it's not nearly as strong as a shield on a tank though. So don't expect it to be. gonna follow this death squad in so it doesn't come back around and see us. Protector's almost out. Now this one we can't afford to sit still at. This E-field is not safe, so if you need to fill by this point, I recommend keeping your eyes out. 2 death squads, including the one that we just saw, will pass through here. There's the other one coming through now. But back here in this corner is safe. And wait for the mission to update. And now we move on to our final area. You'll notice another dome right up there. That is important. There are other villages on this planet, and you will have to travel to all 3 of them at least twice. It is a very painful thing to do. Those missions are not fun, and I'm probably going to be doing a lot of cutting in those missions too, because it's mainly just escort, escort, escort to all 3 villages, and yada yada yada. This planet can get pretty dry really quickly. The last village, this village is up here in this corner, the last village is down there. And right here, to save time, we're going to go to orbit. And when I do, I'm going to cut ahead to the point where I reach the other village, or the first village, rather. And I will see you guys there. Alright, we are now approaching the dome. We got through this mission a little bit more quickly than I expected it to. That being said, I don't think we're going to get through another mission in this episode, so we are going to head to orbit. Oh, and look at that! I lied about these shields. That's good to know. I was under the impression that regular Mantis would stop at the edge of these shields, but it turns out I was wrong. And we'll have to wait for combat mode to drop now. It's a very interesting thing to say there, Necrocruise. Necrocruise? Alright, that about does it for this video. Sorry if it comes up a little bit short. Don't forget to like and subscribe. More videos will be coming out very soon. I will have at least 5 videos lined up before releasing this one, if not all of Prosperous and Commerce Central. That's what I'm going for at least. And I will see you guys next time.